I'm David Lennam here at the Brentwood Bay Village Emporium, home of not only great music and funky merchandise and friendly people, but some amazingly good, freshly grown organic greens. I'm joined by Tara Knott. Now, Tara is the owner of Bright Greens Canada. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, good. I got that right. And you are bringing greens to restaurants and select retailers throughout the region that are grown right on your family farm, and that family farm is really close to here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're only about 4 or 5 minutes away, and we have a very unique farm that's year-round.
It's not your cliche traditional family farm, is it?
Exactly. So instead of it being measured in acres, it's measured in square feet, and it's 320 square feet, and built into an upcycled 40-foot shipping container known as the Leafy Green Machine.
Wow. So a shipping container filled with hydroponic equipment, I imagine?
That's correct.
To grow the food. And the yield that you get out of a regular sized shipping container equals what in farm language?
Well, I'm able to put out over 100 pounds a week.
Wow.
So there are some that say, depending on the calculation, up to an acre and a half's worth of fresh greens on an annual basis. So it's extremely productive and structured in such a way that one person can manage all of the production on a weekly basis.
And you don't need a tractor.
And I don't need a tractor, and there's no weeds. Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, that's right. No picking out the This is sounds like a radical idea to me. I mean, the greens are amazing and normal looking, but who came up with this idea?
The units are manufactured by a company called Freight Farms, and they are out of Boston.
Okay.
And so now there are freight farms all over North America and starting to enter into the European and Middle Eastern market as well.
And because they're shipping containers, I imagine you can put them anywhere, you can stack them, you can put them on a ship and drive them somewhere.
Exactly, they're very versatile.
How quickly can you harvest and then grow a new crop?
We have the farm into sections, so it's a bit like a conveyor. So I harvest a different section on a weekly basis, and so it's always continuously.
On a weekly basis?
Yeah, yeah. We supply 8 restaurants, including the Brentwood Bay Emporium, and 2 pickup locations, a farmer's market, and we're also open on Saturdays for retail customers to come in and pick up from us directly.
Who's going to farm the normal, I'm going to say the normal way, it's not the normal way anymore, who's going to farm the old-fashioned way anymore? Because this just seems so much more sustainable and productive. I imagine it uses a lot less water.
Yes, we use 95% less water than conventional techniques, and because the crop is in a climate-controlled environment where things are configured exactly to their perfect needs, that's really where they thrive. The focus is on greens because it's a crop that's a very high demand. We all enjoy our greens and our culinary herbs, and they really don't ship well. So the best way to enjoy them is when they've been grown fresh and local. We're also able to, with our careful process, ensure that our greens are safe to eat raw. Our water comes in from the well and is UV sterilized to ensure that there are no pathogens in the water once it's entered our system, so there's no chance of foodborne illness from our greens either. Other farms, absolutely we need them. This is a great technique for greens, herbs, strawberries, and another few different types of plants. But you still need field-grown crops, especially your root crops and your grains and pulses. So I look at it as a great complement to contemporary and classic farming techniques, and not as an entire replacement for them.
Sort of from a business model angle, is it an expensive procedure to set up?
If you buy a brand new freight farm, they're quite pricey. They can be as much as $85,000 US, and then of course you need to prepare your spot for it and get it shipped up. However, we were able to secure one that had been used for a short term as a training module, and that reduced our initial capital cost considerably.
And if you were to try and go out and buy equivalent land, especially here on the Saanich Peninsula. Good luck, right?
Woohoo! It's
Yeah. Oh,
it's very pricey.
This
It's
is
very
This is
pricey.
sort of one of these mind-blown moments for me that I never knew that anything like this existed or could exist, and here it is. Here we are in the peninsula, and you're making it. I'm just kind of overwhelmed. You've had good response, have you?
We've had great response. We've been operating for almost a year and a half, and we pretty much sell out on a weekly basis.
Wow.
Right now, there's a few products. I'm not able to fill all of the orders for a particular type of kale that I grow. So I'm trying to consider what might be my next step in terms of increasing our production.
Right, maybe just buying 3 or 4 of these, just
Yeah.
stacking them. Making
Possibly, yeah. We certainly have
exciting.
space on the property.
That's great. Bright Greens Canada.